Welcome to another Guide 2 with me, MrSealyp. The lizard root crop sale and storage building, I suppose is the best way of putting it. This is a new mod out from LS-Modcompany, Slowtide 63 and Eribus this time. This came out yesterday, so I'm a day behind on this, but it is a new mod, and dare I say it, and I am going to say it, this is another game changer. I don't use that word lightly, but it is. But again, that is my opinion. Some people will agree, some people won't agree. That's just the way life is. But it's another cracking one from LS-Modcompany. The placeables that have been coming out recently from them, brilliant. I have to say, there is a downside to this one. I don't think so. I think it's brilliant, but I can understand why some people won't be happy. But I'll explain as I go around. We'll look into the store first. So if I go in, and once you've installed it, it will be in placeables, and it comes under lizard root crop sale and lizard root crop storage. The one building won't do all of it. You have to do one or the other, or have both of them. That's the first thing that I know people, when the old shed mod was out, came out, got a bit, a bit antsy and angry about. And I'm going to say this again. I am not bashing modders at all. What they do is incredible. And like I said, whenever I do these mod reviews, guide 2s, I can only imagine how complicated and difficult it is getting the scripts to work and everything you need it to do on one. So that's why we've got two, I assume. But anyway, root crop sale, that's the first one we're going to look at. The root crop sale is 41,000, and that's your sell point for root crops, potatoes and sugar beet. Now, this does say the sale point is only possible with a shovel or in pallets. But because of that, you get paid a much better price for your sugar beet and potatoes. So it's a trade-off. You're going to get more money because it requires more work and effort. You cannot tip into the sell point with a trailer. So that's the other thing. I think people are going to be a little bit... If you're going to sell tons and tons and tons of sugar beet off a field, a lot of people, you want to back up with a big old trailer, wallop, whole lot in. You can't with this. That's the one downside. I like it. I think for someone who does Let's Plays and tries to make things different and a bit more interesting, then for me it's great because it gives you a whole nother dimension to a Let's Play. However, if you're playing yourself and you're trying to make money and you're trying to build up your farm, you want to sell a lot in bulk, get it done, move on. So there you go. The other one is the root crop storage. For supply and delivery, use the two doors at the front of the building. We're going to have a look at those in a minute. And also I'll explain why it's a kind of another one of those game changer mods. It's only 24,000 for the root crop storage building. So let's move on. We start with the sale point first. This is the sale point, this is the building this way round, and that one is with it round the other way. You'll see in a minute when we go round that they're identical buildings, it's just one set of stuff is one side, one set of stuff is the other. So on this side, you've got this area here, which is kind of a temporary storage shelter. You can dump your potatoes, sugar beet, wherever you want here temporarily, and then with a shovel, take it round to the sell point to sell. Great. The mod itself, another really, really nice one. Great textures, good details. Oh, has it washed them as well? Very, very nice. The brickwork's great. The roller doors, fantastic. I'm assuming the lights come on at night. I haven't found a switch, so I'm assuming at a certain time the lights will come on. This is your pallet sell point. So if, like this, you get one of the Grimmy RH2460s, you put your sugar beet or potatoes into there and set it on pallet mode, and a pallet will appear, they'll pour out of here and you'll fill your pallets. Your pallet sell point is around the side here, so your sugar beet potatoes there. If you can do it in pallets, it's around the sides here. Now if we come around the back of the mod, this is what you see on the other one. On the sell point, these 2 points are redundant. You can't do anything with them, but it's just part of the same mod. What I do like as well is the details, the weathering on here. Up at the top, where you get the weathering from rain and whatever. Down the bottom, that kind of slow seep of a little bit of mould and damp coming up from the ground. It really, really is great detail. I like it, and this is, you know, you've got your hazard kind of warning strips up the side, but it looks like where vehicles have been in and out over the years, they've caught the edges, chipped and damaged. You know, it really is great. Brilliant attention to detail. Even like a bit of, you know, maybe denting and damage down the bottom of the roller door. It's brilliant. It really is good. Great details. But like I say, it's not going to be for everyone. People aren't necessarily going to be happy with it because of this fact. But anyway, let's have a look. So let's jump in this. I've got the universal lightweight bucket. I will put in the description who it's by, because at the moment I can't for the life of me remember. And this is 11,000, nearly 12,000 litre bucket. I think 11,500 litres. So you're going to get a lot out of this one. I hope this works now, otherwise it's going to be highly embarrassing. But we come to here, and hopefully there we go. We are selling, what am I going to get for a whole bucket? So 5,000. I'll put it up on the screen. That's not a bad price actually, is it? That's pretty good. That puts that bucket load at about, what, 500 £500 for 1,000 litres. That's quite high for sugar beet. That's, in some cases, almost double. Anyway, so that's with a bucket. So that's how you do it. Come backwards and forwards into here, scoop with the bucket. I mean, you can dump your pile of sugar beet wherever you want, but it will need to be done with a bucket, and obviously the larger the bucket, the quicker you can do your selling. Round the side, then we've got the pallets as well, so the pallet sell point. So jump into the skid steer. It's just like Blue Peter, one that I've already prepared earlier. Now hopefully, again, this is going to be embarrassing, but where is the trigger? Oh, there you go, you put it down and it gradually drains out. I was thinking it would just disappear. A slow drain. So what's that, 995? Yeah. So that puts that about £500 for 1,000 litres, because each one of those pallets is 2,000. So nearly 1,000 for one pallet. That's pretty good. So when you put your pallets on here, they'll drain. Now, I'm assuming if you put this somewhere else, and I haven't tried this, I don't know for definite, but if I filled up a trailer of pallets and bought the trailer kind of close to here, maybe, I don't know whether they'll drain. I don't know how wide the trigger goes on this, whether the trigger is on here or whether it kind of extends maybe a little bit off. I'm not too sure. I would imagine it's on here, but I don't know if you put a trailer up next to it covered in pallets whether it will start to drain them. I'm not sure. That's something you might have to try yourself. But anyway, so that's the pallet sell point, and this is your bucket sell point for potatoes or sugar beet. Very, very nice. 41,000 to buy and place wherever you wish. Moving on, the storage point. This little gem has a hidden secret. Same mod, same detailing, same great attention to detail. Very, very nice. This door this side, it's a bit like in a restaurant where you've got one door into the kitchen, one door out, that kind of thing. So this one is your unload point, unload, and it goes into storage. This is where you reload when you want to take it off to sell. I do have one, again, I have prepared. So what I will do very, very quickly though is show you, if I back the trailer up to the sell point and come into here, no trigger appears. You can't sell with the trailer, it won't let you. If I click unload now, it's going to pour it all over the floor. So you can't. I suppose what you could do maybe is unload right in front here and then just shovel it in. I don't know, it's however you want to do it, but you can't unload there. So if I go to the storage point and back this up, what have I got here? 45,000 litres. Trigger comes up now, so it's got quite a, the trigger point comes out a fair way. So I'll come back a bit further and unload, and that should all be going to storage. Wonderful. Now what I will do very quickly is check in here, because my sugar beet should be going up. Where's my sugar beet? Yeah, 45,000 litres. Now, the only other thing I have noticed, and this was the same I think on the mill one, but I had issues because there was already mill on here. Anyway, I won't get into that, that's on a different video. It hasn't come up with the sell point. There's no new sell point. There's not like a root crop storage sell point popped up on here. There's the vegetable warehouse, but that's already in game. But again, it could be because of this map. Because this map's got a vegetable warehouse sell point, that could be why it hasn't come up. So if you're on a different map, maybe on your screen it will come up with an option. It may say what the sell point is, because at the moment I don't know what the price is, what you're going to get at the sell point. I'm assuming based upon what I just sold it's about 500 for 1,000 litres, but obviously that will fluctuate. But anyway, as I said, I've got 45,000 litres in storage now. That's gone in no problem at all. So if I then go to my load point, and this is where I check my sanity and I check my eyesight. You'll see why in a minute. If I back up to here, like so, and then click on this lovely button here, potatoes or sugar beets, but what's more impressive is the farm silo. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but that is 6 zeros. Because at the moment I'm looking at the screen, it's just a blur of zeros. That's 2 million litres capacity. 2 million litres of sugar beet, 2 million litres of potatoes. This will hold. Game changer. That's all there is to it. Game changer. 2 million litres. And it cost 24,000. I mean, that's just wow. This alone, if you don't get the sell point, this alone, if you know, if you've done a fair sized field of sugar beet or potatoes, and you know you get a massive amount of them, they don't pay very much, but you get so much of them. Where do you store them? The other option was the root crop storage shelter. That cost 90,000 to buy, and I think the capacity on that's only 250,000 litres, maybe 200,000 litres. I'm not sure, somewhere around there. But 90,000. This is 24,000 for 2 million litres storage capacity. Now, people will look and go, well, that's just ridiculous. Look at the size of the building. Can't possibly. No, I know. Realistically, it can't. But that's brilliant. And it does mean you're not dumping them on the floor. It does mean it's not taking up all the kind of, you know, especially on PS4. I don't know about Xbox, but where you can get a game that sometimes they go a little bit laggy, a little bit glitchy, because you've got mountains of sugar beet, which obviously the processing, it's got to deal with that somewhere on the map. This, it's kind of bang, it's there, it's stored, don't worry about it kind of thing. So there you go. Pretty cool. Quite like this, I have to say. This one, like I say, it's not going to be for everyone. People aren't going to want to spend the time shoveling bucket load after bucket load into there. They just want to back up the trailer, wallop, done. If that's what you want to do, then you go to any of those sell points. You'll get a slightly lower price, but it's quicker. You can dump loads and loads and loads very quickly, but you'll get a lower price. This is more time consuming, and that's why you get a higher price. This, awesome. Awesome. I already know for a fact this I'm going to be using on one map. This I'm going to be using on another one. The two that I'm working on at the moment. But LS-Modcompany, I wasn't going to use this word, but I'm going to. Cracking mod. Cracking. Love it. Really good. Great details, great mod, great price. Brilliant. I'm sure I will have missed something. I'm sure somebody will say, what about this? What about that? You didn't mention so and so. I'm hoping I've remembered everything. I'm hoping. And there will also be people saying, mine doesn't work, it's glitched, I can't get it to load. Well, I can't help you with IT issues. If you can't get it to install, you can't get it to load, you're going to have to go to Giants, you're going to have to go to PlayStation, or whoever your particular, you know, Xbox, whatever it is you have to contact, because I don't know why it would do that. All I would suggest is try and place them somewhere as flat as possible if you want these triggers to work. And obviously here, that kind of thing, please try to think about where you place it. If you place it up on a hill or whatever, and you've got, you know, 5-6 foot of concrete here, then obviously you're going to struggle to get to the triggers, I would imagine, and that could be why maybe it's not working, or I honestly don't know. But until this gets really used and abused, I mean, on the game, and people are chucking thousands and thousands of tons into them, those kind of glitches and things don't often rear their heads. But I'm hoping, and I assume, this is going to be fine. They're going to be perfect. So, like I say, if you have enjoyed it, found it useful, informative, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.